So we had a boo-boo or a slip-up or a mishap, a issue, a concern, and it all points back to the man behind this camera who did not hit record on my camera. So if you're going to be watching this, you won't be seeing me, but you will see me. And hope you enjoy this episode. Peace. So we're going to just hop right on into this conversation. We're going to be dealing with trending topics, and there are about 5 of them we're going to run down, and hopefully we don't get canceled. That is our heart's desire. What are you doing with your beard?
Huh?
What are you doing with your beard?
I'm straightening it, dog. You don't see it?
Wait, you don't see it?
The only way you can see it is if you go to our YouTube page and subscribe right now. Oh my gosh. We're dealing with trending topics today. And
who's joining us today? Marcus?
Today we have...
Yeah, because he hasn't been introduced in the last show.
I heard the last podcast.
And I feel some kind of way about it. But it's cool because Patience was back, you know what I'm saying?
You've been on every podcast.
I understand that, but it's just it's just the principle.
Okay, let's do the roll call here because we don't want to offend.
Yeah, because I have something to say too.
Yeah,
but also, once again, shameless plug. If you go to our MOTIV8 YouTube page, you don't have to worry about who's on the show because you can see who's on the show.
YouTube, IG, get on that.
But here we go. We have Patience St. Julian in the room, the lovely one and only Patience St. Julian. We have Gabriel Del Cid in the building. He's
don't say my full name. I got warrants.
He's back.
Oh my goodness.
God help us. And last but not least, we have Apostle, Overseer, Bishop, and one and only Prophet Corey Mickey.
Yeah, before you continue, I have 2 things to say. It's the fact that he said we have Patience St. Julian, the one and only Patience St. Julian. I was like, she's so nice, you gotta say it twice. But no, I wanted to say the Millennial Motherhood episode was absolutely amazing.
It was really dope.
So you guys go back, make sure you go listen to the episode. Actually, really, really dope.
All right, here we go. We're going to try to do this segment at least once a month to go over because we don't want everyone to think that all we talk about is church.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's definitely not.
We do live outside of church.
Absolutely.
Even though some of us shouldn't pay rent because we're at church more than we are at home. But, we see more sanctuaries than we do living room. But, neither here nor there.
I was thinking some of us see more sanctuaries than the pastors of those churches, but we're going to keep on moving. What's the trending topic that we're going to do?
Okay.
He started out, Pat.
I love it. All right. So we're going to do a little segment every month called Did You Watch? And I'm going to go down some things that were notable events that happened in the month of February.
And January.
And see if we watch it. Yeah, some of them did happen in January. Yeah. So, number 1, did you watch the Super Bowl?
No.
For the halftime show.
I did not watch the Super Bowl.
I was preaching in Atlanta. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't even know who
was
played.
doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. Sorry. I was in church.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at your games,
we just don't know how I feel about that. But no, I don't even know who played. Like
it was the Chiefs
49ers?
And the 49ers, yes. The Chiefs won.
I saw that.
That was their first their first ever. No, not their first win. They haven't won in I think like 50 years or something like that.
I thought it was 15.
15?
I think they only had
it might
5.
as well be counted as their first win. Okay.
I think it's like their 5th championship.
What's the Redskins?
What?
No, you're Steelers. What's the Redskins?
We haven't won since 91. So
Okay.
We're tied.
Real faith
I'm a
right
Patriots
now.
fan, she's a Steelers fan, so we're tied for.
We were
ratings.
first though, just to put that out there. Y'all caught up.
Speaking of the Patriots, have y'all seen the Netflix special for Aaron Hernandez yet?
No, I have
That
not.
thing-
That's a good trending topic
that
too.
joint.
Because
I haven't seen it.
It's creepy.
But all everybody was
creepy.
talking
Yeah,
about
it's
was
weird.
they felt like they did the documentary just to blast that he was gay. That's the only feedback I've been seeing.
Yeah,
Possibly.
That's what I've heard.
But I mean, that was like that portion within like the first episode. But after that, in the other 2 episodes, you really don't.
Yeah, I haven't
really
watched
get
it.
it.
Hey, real quick with the Chiefs winning, do we want to discuss the fact that everybody was like arguing over the Kansas City, Kansas,
Missouri, Kansas
Yeah, I'm
City.
like, why is this a whole thing right now?
Oh, that's because
I mean, they're right there on the border.
El Presidente
but-
mistook
Words
them
of
on Twitter.
Larry D.
Oh,
Rod.
man.
Larry Reed. What's his name? What's the guy's name?
Larry Reed.
Yeah, Larry Reed. He calls him the Presbutainer.
I'm trying to tell you, like, it was a whole thing. And everybody was like, I'm like, just look it up, guys. I just don't understand.
Well, he wanted to shout out the great state of Kansas, but Kansas City is not in Kansas.
Well, there is a Kansas City, Missouri. They said it's
That's
just.
where
No,
they're from.
there's
Exactly. That's where the team is
Yeah.
from.
But
But they were saying
Missouri,
the
not the
line.
state
But I'm
of
saying they said the
Kansas.
line was
she did say Missouri.
Missouri. I told you she country, bro.
But you know what? People don't
She be saying
understand.
everything country.
But there is a Kansas City, Kansas, though.
Yes.
Oh, is there?
Yes.
No, it really is.
Is it the
And
capital?
No, I think Topeka.
Topeka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on before you guys ask a question that I don't know
No,
the
no,
answer
seriously.
to.
They're going to be fact checking us in all of these comments.
I will say this,
Sounds like a
though,
hot
moving
sauce,
on,
Topeka.
that in Missouri, that's a huge thing for them.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not from Kansas. We're from, like, is it really? You're on the border.
At least your team won.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
that's
it's-
just like the DMV. People from DC don't want to be called, say that they're from Maryland. It's the same thing.
Oh, yeah, they are, like, very meticulous about the whole, like, go-go and the mumbo sauce. It's a DC thing.
Yeah, people from DC don't associate themselves with people from the DMV.
No.
Right.
DMV is literally just
Maryland and Virginia.
Virginia. Yeah.
The problem I have with
And then
Stanford
Baltimore
that
isn't
say,
even
"Oh, yeah,
in
we're
the
from
DMV
there."
either.
But see, the problem is the DMV
that's true.
stops in, like, Alexandria.
No. I
they-
would say it goes to about Stafford.
No, they
No,
don't count us.
they
They don't
don't
count
count that.
Woodbridge. They don't count Stafford, Fredericksburg, Richmond.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it stops in
Definitely not
Alexandria.
Richmond.
With the highway?
No, I guess the association of the DMV is like, what is it? Alexandria, like Arlington, maybe Falls
So
Church. like
anywhere
Texas.
you're going to have a go-go. Let's move on here before
crazy.
we get stomped out in Nike boots.
Oh, Air Force Ones.
The black
The
ones.
black ones.
Yeah,
My
long,
God.
with long white T-shirts.
Oh, my
man,
gosh,
so
and
bad.
dreads.
All right, where we go?
Yeah, mumbo sauce crank though. Okay, so the Super Bowl, I slept through it. Did I have to preach that Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah, I preached that Sunday and I didn't get up.
And he talked about me. Isn't that crazy?
I know I'm at church all the time. I slept through it. I woke up from my after church nap and it was over.
After church nap.
Yeah.
People, let me tell you,
That was
You
an
had a
after church
full-on-
hibernation.
after church, I know we're trying to get away from talking about church, but that turns into full-blown sleep if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, you wake up and
was.
think you in another day.
Yeah, girl, you go down at 1 and be like, oh my God, it's Tuesday. No, it's 5:30.
So let's talk about this halftime show.
Okay?
Didn't watch it, but I heard a lot of uproar, especially with
Racist,
Hey.
buddy.
I
Just
watched
because
when
my
Beyonce did
people
it.
were on it.
Because your people were on it. So there was a lot of uproar.
It was great.
Over, I guess, the whole censorship.
Right.
And I guess there was a poll involved.
Jennifer Lopez did a movie called Hustlers.
Yes.
She was a stripper.
Yeah.
She incorporated that into her halftime show.
Oh, I think I saw a shot of that.
I mean, I
Yeah,
get
she-
it.
I never saw the entire thing.
She did a whole segment on the poll.
So if
It
she did a
wasn't-
movie about murderers, was she going to incorporate that into her show too?
Well, because there's stripping and then there's exotic dancing. So what she did at the halftime show was exotic dancing. Was it a bit much? They pushed the envelope. Yes, they did.
Was
They
she
really
naked?
did. No, she wasn't naked.
Did a
Janet
booby
Jackson
pop out?
was.
Did a booby pop out?
No, she didn't do
Y'all
that.
see that? I'm trying to censor
She didn't do
myself
that
just
though.
for y'all.
Her
Oh, you
be
trying to say
nice.
the black people's halftime shows
Her
gets
club-
real?
No, I'm talking
But-
about what I'm saying. I'm trying to
Oh.
keep it clean for y'all.
No, but her clothes were actually pulled on. She didn't physically say, "Hey, girls gone wild, Janet gone wild." No, she did not. Her clothes were
was
pulled
planned.
by
Time
somebody
out.
else.
Time out.
That was planned.
Let's not forget the fact that Justin Timberlake skated free off of that whole Janet
And he's the
Jackson
one who pulled her
situation.
outfit. I'm just saying.
Okay, but if you got a dress that can pop off with just a flick of a finger, you gonna
wasn't a
tell me
flick,
that
it was
wasn't
a
planned?
pull.
Nah,
That was a
Let me pull up the
Bro.
video real quick.
Oh, don't please don't. Oh my gosh. So
Okay, anyways. They did push the envelope because there was a lot of backlash from the Christian community as far as the messages that we are sending to women and young girls. However, Jennifer Lopez also called her daughter up there. Her daughter sang with her.
supposedly they said her daughter sung better than her.
She has a daughter.
Well, oh my gosh.
Just I don't. Jenny's
your
still from the
people.
block from me. I don't know.
Calm down, buddy.
Jennifer Lopez will always be Selena
Yeah,
in my mind.
agreed.
In my eyes, she'll always be Selena.
Yeah.
And
But-
I'll never see her as anything such. But that.
But we know Shakira for the belly dancing.
Oh, yeah.
And like my hips don't lie.
Shakira's been like that since forever.
Yeah, and so,
So-
to
Everybody
me,
started making that joke. She was speaking in tongues.
Oh, with her tongue? I still got to go watch it. I probably should have watched it before we did the show, but who cares? All right, so
You try to tell me you didn't research the stuff that you're bringing to us?
no.
well, at least he's
All right,
honest.
so we have a hard. So you said you watched it.
Yes, I
Okay,
did
so we
watch
got a
it.
hard one and 3 no's.
Yeah.
What did we vote on?
Who
If you
the
watched
show?
it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Join us here. All right. Moving on. Did you watch?
Don't sit me next to him ever again, please. Because I've been speechless ever since. She has a daughter. Stop. What's the next topic, man?
You can hear him whisper little stuff
Oh,
that
yeah, I'm just like-
I usually catch it when I'm editing.
I'm just done. But what makes me mad is patients just talking like, yeah, you didn't know. I'm like, but you didn't hear him.
No, I did. That's why I said these your people. You supposed to know this.
What's the next topic?
Did you
Way too
watch?
many kids to notice.
Did you watch? Oh my gosh. Did you watch the Grammys?
Yes.
No.
I did.
When did it come on?
You don't watch.
That was
TV.
the week. Was that the week before this? After the Super Bowl. That was after the
My
Super Bowl.
days are running together. I don't
Okay.
know when it came on.
So I watch it. The Grammys for me is like my Super Bowl. That's just me. I love the
Okay.
Grammys.
Is the Grammys the music one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Alicia Keys hosted it, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very dry.
Dry. I thought mother was high.
Oh, it was in It was the week before the Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, I was preaching again. Sorry.
Well, I mean, apostle, overseer, prophet. We
You're
can
never going to be a
understand.
part of this topic. You're just
No,
gonna.
I am.
This is the time when you start checking emails
I'm
because
the
it's an
wild-
automatic no.
I'm the wild card.
You're the wild card?
I agree. Never mind.
Affirmative action.
So, like, who do we know who won? Like, who won the
So
most?
the one who swept the Grammys is Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Who?
Wow.
Do you know who Billie Eilish is?
No.
That's why I said who. Look, 'cause he looked up
She,
like.
She. Oh, man. Let's go with this.
So Billie Eilish is an artist. She has green and black hair.
Okay.
Right now.
Right now, I don't know what's the name of her song.
There's a lot.
Bad
The Bad
Guy?
Guy. Bad Guy.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
it was #1 song. She beat out Lizzo. She beat out.
She beat out a
Khalid.
bunch of people, but you got to realize she right now is like super popular with the teens and preteens.
Yes.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that are voting. Like nobody else.
No,
cares.
they don't vote for that.
What,
The Grammys
who?
are a Grammy association by
association.
all the artists, the engineers,
Yeah.
and the producers. So it has no type of
Oh
public.
well, then I don't know.
And you have to pay for membership for that.
But
so that's why
that is
everyone was
who
so
is-
upset about the whole pretty much blacklisting of the Grammys, how it's been going on. And if you don't know what's going on, so the Grammys are dealing with the issue because the ex-president of the Grammys, no, she's not ex yet, but they sat her down. White lady got up and said that the Grammys have been discriminating against African-American artists over the years when they gave, I forgot who won the award, but Beyonce didn't win for
I
Lemonade.
think Adele won that year.
wow.
Adele won, even to the point where Adele got up and says, "I don't deserve this award. This
I
award goes to
remember that,
Beyonce." And but the president got up and pretty much blasted that whole organization. So now what we're dealing with is the backlash of what happened because this is the first Grammy since that. And I think a lot of people thought Lizzo was going to win. I personally
Why?
believe because Lizzo killed everything all last year. But I will tell you where I believe Lizzo messed up when Lizzo went to the Staples Center for the Lakers game with nothing on her booty cheeks.
Yeah.
I feel like that took her out of favor with all of the up and ups.
But she still won.
She still won like one or
she-
two awards. I think.
Yeah, she still won for a few categories that she was in. I think the discussion where it comes in, what the president said about, the Grammys and the industry, the issue was they were giving awards to other artists who basically appropriated the culture and is doing the same thing that we've been doing for decades and centuries and awarding them and us never getting the recognition. So that was the issue, because a lot of artists didn't show up
No,
to the
boycotted
Grammys.
this
They
year.
boycotted this year. They didn't even come.
But they showed up because Diddy won like a humanitarian decade award or whatever the night before, and Beyonce, Jay-Z, everybody else, they showed up for that to support him. And then Diddy gets up in his acceptance speech and says, "Grammys, get your together, because if not, we're going to take over." And everybody got up, did a round of applause, and they did not come the next night. So that was one of the things. Okay.
Wait, hold up. In the spirit of, because this is award season, the beginning of the year, January, February, it's award season. So you also get into, as far as trending topics, film industry.
That's my next question.
Oh,
Look at her skipping over.
I wasn't skipping. You didn't let us know the topic, so I thought it was all in the same thing.
Moving on.
Wait. So Kirk was the only gospel artist that won a Grammy this year?
He's always the only gospel artist
What
who
other
wins a
gospel?
Grammy.
No, Mary has
Tasha.
won.
Y'all know how long it's been since that's happened? Kirk Franklin is at the point now of mainstream gospel. If Kirk Franklin was to put out an album of him just talking, which is his albums, but if he was just do straight talking, no music, no nothing else, just because they see Kirk Franklin's name, I feel like he'd win.
Gatekeeper. All right. Third topic.
Okay, I'm going to hold up really quick, because when you say gatekeeper, or is that building,
She's going to that convo.
what? Is that building relationships? I'm just saying, he's got his foot in the right door.
Okay, so here's where we get into the conversation of gatekeepers. We're talking about how Kirk Franklin, there was an artist named Sir the Baptist who called Kirk Franklin out.
I was say you've got to fill him in.
Oh, yeah. So it was an artist named Sir the Baptist. He was a secular mainstream artist, and then he kind of like converted over. He was doing Kanye before Kanye. But he came over gospel. You know, he's still like half and half a little bit, but he called Kirk Franklin out and was pretty much like, I've heard from everybody that you dog me. You don't, say you want to work with me. You pretty much bash me behind the scenes. And, the guy put up a clip of him at Lakewood, Joel Osteen's church, and everyone's on their feet while he's performing, but Kirk Franklin's in the first row like this, sitting down. Put it on Instagram.
Zoomed in on him.
Zoomed in and pretty much blasted him. He never responded, I will say that. But the conversation began on, are there gatekeepers in the gospel music industry? Where all three of us, I don't know. For me, I'd say a resounding yes.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know what we mean when we say gatekeepers, though, right?
For those that don't, why don't we explain it?
They control who's successful and who's not. So they give you the pathway to.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, that's in mainstream as well.
No, absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
but
for sure,
I guess
mainstream.
we're saying because of what the gospel is supposed to stand for. Why is it even happening in that industry at all?
Because you just said it, industry.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I think wherever there's commerce and there is money exchange, there will always be gatekeepers.
Yes.
My biggest thing with the gatekeeper conversation is don't say that there aren't when everyone knows there is.
Yeah.
My thing, a lot of the gospel artists like, he's not a gatekeeper. There's not gatekeepers. You get what you get. You make the lane you make. And for me, I'm like, even if you want to say he's a gatekeeper or someone else is, my biggest thing about it is let's not deny the fact that there are people who have their finger on the pulse of the industry, who decide who's in, who's not, who either leave the door open or close it on people. Now, if you still want to be in that industry after knowing there is such, and you want to try to maneuver around that or create your own thing, that's on you. Right. But let's not lie and say that there aren't.
I think the people who are saying that there aren't gatekeepers are the ones who don't have a direct hand in it. Because if you have a direct hand in music, you know that there are gatekeepers.
There's
point blank
gatekeepers
period.
in every industry, like Gabe said.
Yeah, so I just think I just wanted to bring that up because, everybody gave Jay-Z a hard time for the whole, NFL situation.
Oh, of him
taking
a deal with the NFL.
Yeah, taking a deal with the NFL.
So he produced the whole NFL, the whole Super Bowl was produced by Rock Nation.
Oh, I mean, what's wrong with that?
Because they're saying he should have never taken a deal
after
since
calling Kaepernick and all of that stuff.
Because he boycotted before with Kaepernick, and then now all of a sudden he's doing the deal without Colin Kaepernick's permission.
Gotcha.
My thing is, can't no grown man give me permission.
Does he need? Yeah, I was about to say, does he need permission for that? Business is business.
It is, and not only that.
I mean, I know that there are the whole things that have gone on, but
forget all that.
You're talking money.
If you talking civil rights activism, if my people aren't on the daggone Super Bowl eating watermelon and picking cotton, I got to feed my family. So, and once again, they judged him based off of the deal before they knew the findings of what was behind the scenes. So now it came out last week that the NFL, after doing their deal with Jay-Z got them to commit $100 million to African-American communities and helping out with prison reform, and, also police brutality. So, and then not only that, they had one of the biggest commercials played through the Super Bowl about police and black brutality. So, stuff like that is getting done. But that goes back to the conversation of, and I think we talked about this, everything you do doesn't have to be spoken of. Just do it.
Right.
And I think a lot of people were expecting him to, hey guys, I'm signing this deal. This is everything that's in it. Here's what it is. All right, I hope it's okay with you. And I think everyone knows with Jay-Z. Jay-Z's never been that kind of, he just makes a deal. And then afterward, you find out that it's done.
My issue with it, we complain that we don't have seats at the table. And then when somebody gets a seat at the table to influence that change, we bash them. So that's my whole issue with it, because we have forums and discussions that, well, we're not even represented, or, this isn't happening because this community isn't represented or that community isn't represented. But when you get somebody in a position to be represented, your own community is the crabs in a barrel community. So that's my whole issue with it. How can you influence change if you don't even have a seat? Right. Somebody got to take the seat if the opportunity presents itself.
Right.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Did you watch the Oscars? That's the film.
No.
No, I did not watch the Oscars. Corey, were you preaching yesterday?
What day was it?
This was
Sunday.
February, what was that? February 9th. This Sunday, actually. This episode comes out this Wednesday. So, yeah, this past Sunday.
Actually, I might have watched a bit of the Oscars. That's the one where Joaquin Phoenix won something, right?
Yeah, I think he won a Best Actor or something for Joker, which I still have not seen.
Oh my goodness.
Is it good?
Come on, bro.
No. Oh, no, no, I didn't see it. I don't know if it's good or not.
No, I haven't seen it.
Are we going to talk about Bad Boys 3 or no?
I have not seen Bad Boys 3.
Oh, quiet.
Is it out?
Yes.
Oh, it's my fault. I don't know. I'm hesitant in going.
I don't want to ruin it.
It's not even that. It's like they kind of Disney Channeled it.
What?
At least from what I see in the trailers.
You watched it, right?
It's.
Is it?
Oh, you
is
gotta be
it
worried.
compared to Bad Boys the original? Can you compare it to Bad Boys the original?
It's different.
I don't know about like that.
It's just different.
Let me call my Fire Stick guy.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
What?
It's different. Topic number 4.
All right. Topic number 4. This is going to be an interesting one. Kobe Bryant. Yeah.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Kobe.
And the rest of the families and GG.
Yeah, that was, I think, earth-shattering for a lot of people. Not only just fans, it's just seeing how much impact he had across the world. I remember it was Sunday after service, and we were about to leave out, and a member leaned out of her car and was like, hey, Kobe Bryant just died. And I'm like...
Nonchalant?
It was...
Yo, Kobe Bryant just died. Happy Sunday. I'll see y'all.
Oh my God.
I don't want to sit next to him.
That was the hand gesture,
Hey, Kobe Bryant.
All right.
Kobe, go.
That was a great service.
Peace be with you.
Kobe's gone.
Don't know if you heard.
So, of course, you see it on the news. It came across TMZ. I didn't see it on any major outlets. First off, I called him. I was trying to let him know first because we know.
Are you sitting down, bro?
Yeah.
I'm a Laker fan, like forever.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. This one is different. I think it's strange because everybody, like the world, mourned this loss. Like we all knew him.
Yeah. Well, he was our Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
That's true.
For our generation, he was our Michael Jordan.
Whether you liked him or hated him,
Yeah.
he was our Michael.
Yeah, and I think for anyone who's in the arts or anyone who's in business, you love Kobe because of his work ethic. The dude was just nonstop, just kept going. But, you see the news first off and you're like, this ain't real. And then when you see this on TMZ, it's like, crap, TMZ don't miss.
Well, see, my issue was, I got the call about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? Because I was in Jersey, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Was it a Sunday?
It was.
Okay.
It was the 26th. God. Oh God. It was the 26th. I get the call. So I'm like, I go on Google. Cool. I just type in Kobe Bryant. It's like the first 15 articles. Normally, if it's like fake, it's like 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. I could not stop scrolling like, hey, he dies at 41. I'm like, okay, no way. But the more I started seeing it, and then the restaurant we were in, the news was like breaking news, and they're flying around the helicopter crash site. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, it's just like, I think mourning him was different but it's the fact that his daughter was with him.
That right there took it to a whole nother
Yeah,
level.
like that's strange for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just like when you think, and I don't want to say this like this, but when you think death, Kobe Bryant is not the first thing that comes to mind.
No.
You know, especially like NBA, like
No one thinks NBA greats are going to die because it's like
it's been so long. I
it's
mean, we
been
talked
so long.
Yeah, it's been so
It's
long.
only been 2. You have Will Chamberlain, and he had like an untimely death, and Oscar Robertson. And since then, yeah, exactly. It's that far back. You know, you get people, everyone thought Magic Johnson was going to go when he had his health scare. You know, that was the last like real health scare that the NBA's really had. You're taking me out of here. So, you know, NFL, yes, NFL players have died more frequently than NBA because
brain injuries.
CTE and, you know, suicide like Junior Seau and things like that. Aaron Hernandez, like you spoke on.
What is CTE?
Aaron Hernandez was a gangster. Okay.
All right, Gail King. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Gail? Honey? Gail, we got a dog.
All right, let's just jump to that.
Yeah, Mrs.
Gail
King.
King. The whole issue that's going on right now. Gail King interviewed Lisa Leslie and pretty much brought up all of Kobe's prior issues in his past cases that were dismissed dealing with sexual assault and rape, and but asked one of his close friends right after his death. And the question is being arisen right now is, was she out of place for bringing up an allegation after the man's death at that time?
That he wasn't guilty.
Yeah, he wasn't guilty of. Go ahead, Gabe. I see you right there. You're let her rip.
I honestly don't want to comment on it because I haven't seen the full interview. The only thing that I can say is that it was taken out of context. According to Gail King,
You gotta believe her.
According to Gail King, the network hammered on that because they knew it would be controversial. And that it would get ratings. Exactly.
And it did that. It did.
But I can't say anything because I haven't seen the full interview. I don't know if she was trying to put it to rest or if she was really trying to nail onto those accusations and, you know, go somewhere with it.
Well, I'm glad you said that as someone who has seen the interview. The problem was people were saying that Lisa Leslie was trying to completely like rid the conversation. She was like, we should let it go. Gail King keeps asking questions. We should let it go. She keeps asking questions. So everybody's thing was just like, his friend is like, we're good. The media should let it go. And she keeps asking questions. So now I do agree with Gail King that they did take that piece, you know, but I guess the problem is, should she have asked the question at all?
I personally don't believe she should. And here's why I believe she shouldn't. We talked about this. Why didn't you ask Kobe this question when you interviewed him about his Oscar win last year? The man was alive. This is the first time that this stuff is coming up. It's been almost 17 years or something like that.
I mean, it's the same as the lady who posted the article on Twitter and got fired.
Yeah. I think she was the New York Times.
Right. She posted an article about the same allegations, like an hour after the news comes out. They slammed her and fired her.
And not only that, you get people like the heiress of Disney, the granddaughter of Roy Disney, came out and pretty much called the man a rapist on her Twitter and said, come for me, I got you. And literally was going at it with trolls.
Called Disney
called Kobe.
Oh.
Yeah, so, you know, I personally don't believe if the man got acquitted for it and it wasn't guilty, here's your charge. Was it necessary to bring it up in that time?
I have 4 words.
Uh-oh.
Wrong on every level.
I thought it would have been petty.
You tried it. I feel it was wrong because he's not even in the ground yet.
I was just about to just about to say he's not even in the ground.
And not only are you interviewing an acquaintance, you're interviewing a close friend. Did you even consider what that would put Lisa through?
Or not only
Those
put
type
her
of
through,
questions.
but what kind of position you put her in based off of people judging her response.
Yeah.
Because when she asked the question, she made the statement of, you know, did you expect this? And Lisa Leslie's response was, no, Kobe wasn't that kind of guy. He was great. We went to the club multiple times. And then here's what threw me with the Gayle thing. Even if you allow her to do the question, say, hey, that's your journalist, right, to be able to say that. When she came up with the follow-up statement of, but Lisa, you would never see that. You wouldn't have seen that as his friend. It's like, you're leading off the question by saying this woman, after she told you, after you asked her, how was he, his character, and his friend says it's good, and you follow up with, you would have never seen the rapist tendencies in him. It went from journalist to here's my personal belief on what I think he's like. And that's why I just felt like it was just
You hear many journalists pushing the envelope and going against what their network or superiors say to go with the story, with their gut. At this point, when she continued to keep asking the same question and deal with the same topic, at that point it does come off to a personal preference or your personal views. Because many journalists will go against what they've been asked to do or what they've been asked to say, or don't bring that up at all. Networks will tell them, don't bring that up at all. Yeah. Don't ask those questions. Keep it clean.
But and then the artist or whoever's PR saying, hey, this is my client. They're coming in for you to interview. Here's a list of things you cannot ask. Now, if people, like you're saying, go off of that and say, all right, I'm not going to ask it. But like you said, there have been people who have gone rogue in interviews. And then you get the whole R. Kelly, what more do you want from me?
But that's what I'm saying. If she didn't agree with her network to even do it, she never would have did it. And that's my point as a journalist, with people going against what their networks say. If she didn't really believe that or didn't have a personal preference about it or, opinion about it, she wouldn't ask it at all. Yeah. I just feel it was disrespectful on every single level. I don't really care because it was disrespectful to Kobe. It was disrespectful to his wife and his kids. It was disrespectful to Leslie because what are you opening up? Like, my friend just died. Forget any allegations. Forget any wrongdoing. He's dead. It's disrespectful.
I mean, I agree with Patience because if you watch Gayle King's apology, she never apologized for asking it.
No.
She apologizes that they only took that segment
out of context in her.
Exactly. And so what I'm looking at, like, you knew prior to the show
that it was going to come out.
Right. I'm saying you knew that you had to ask that. So it's just like, I mean, I understand at the end of the day, it looks bad. Okay, cool. Yeah, but your bills are paid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
as devil's advocate, though,
ain't nobody his advocate.
According to her, within the quote unquote apology that she was giving, she was saying that the reason that she was asking those questions was to put it to bed so that the media wouldn't try and drag that out. It could be. You could be right. Okay, but I'm just saying that could be her mentality. Her mentality was, I'm trying to put this to bed.
Right.
I'm going to ask these hard-hitting questions now so that they can mourn in peace.
Okay, so let's say she said it came out of context.
Okay.
That would have been great. Yeah. That would have been great, but she didn't put it to bed.
Right.
Okay, so here's the thing. Now, everyone's saying, okay, blame the network because they took it out of context. Does anyone think this same uprising would have happened in uproar if the clip would have came out after the whole interview was released? I don't think it'd be different if the interview was cut. Like, it was chopped up and it was like a segment here, little piece here, pulled a word from here. It's like that same whole section that came out would have been in the full interview.
It doesn't change. Yeah, it doesn't change the content.
That part doesn't change.
Yeah, the content will never change. It is what it is.
So that's what I was like, what is the context? The fact that maybe you ended the interview saying he was a good guy? That doesn't negate.
I mean, but my thing is resurrecting to put to sleep does what? Because everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're still dealing with the Staples Center. Like, they were complaining that they cleaned up the memorial. And 24 hours later, it was full again.
Yeah.
So why are we, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're taking, I think the issue I had was we do this, she does the interview. And so now we are removing honor. We've been honoring this man. It's going on 2 weeks now. You know what I'm saying? So now you're like removing that honor that the world has. And is it worth it for the ratings? Because now that disdain is on your career.
Which makes me bring up to this point, Snoop Dogg. So
Snoop.
Snoop Dogg responded.
He had some choice words.
He had a lot of choice words for Gail.
I'm sure. I don't think that's a clip.
He drug her from north to south, from hemisphere to hemisphere.
A lot of people
he called that baby everything but chosen from God.
Yeah, just because he does a gospel album doesn't mean anything. Yeah, I don't understand.
So at the end of it, he pretty much made the statement because I can't say verbatim what he said.
I'm sure.
But he said, "Don't make the people have to come see you or whatever." And then Oprah gets on TV for an interview, and she talks about one of the hosts asked her, "Well, how's Gail doing?" And Oprah's response was, "She's not sleeping. She's receiving death threats. She has to walk around with security. She's just not doing well. My friend isn't doing well." So now everyone's coming after Snoop Dogg, pretty much saying, "Hey, this is what you started." Do we fault Snoop Dogg for how he responded to Gail? Based off of, her interview.
I don't fault
I'm saying, I'm going to wait till the first person answers.
He was about to be like, no.
I don't fault him for how he responded, recording it, and then posting it. I will fault him for. He could have cut the video before he said all of that. But
we know how he posts. The man is blasted. Trump, he's blasted. No one's safe with Snoop Dogg. I will say that. He is consistently unfiltered. The only reason I was like, okay, and he did come out, he didn't apologize. He was just saying he wasn't trying to make a threat at the end of the video. But you got to watch that. I would say I understand where he's coming from because they were friends. And it's like, my friend just died, like you just said. Now we're dealing with...
Patience said that.
No, you did.
I thought Patience said that.
You're talking about we're taking away all the honor and respect.
Oh, sorry.
It's like...
That was me. Oh, Corey Mickey. That was me.
we're
just
dealing with...
into the mic
Where have
every
you
time.
been?
It's taking me out.
Me?
Jersey.
Yeah.
Atlanta.
At church.
You been at home, you still don't know. I don't understand. No.
He said Jennifer Lopez got a kid.
I'm never going to forget that. But I mean, I don't. So now, I'm not to cut you off. I'll say this. I don't blame him simply because I'm more than sure she was getting death threats prior to his video.
Absolutely.
Right. So to completely blame Snoop, who was probably under the influence the moment he recorded this video. Now, granted, he is probably immune to anything that's in his system. That's not the point. We're not here to fault Snoop for his sinful ways. What we're saying is that his herbal influence... his Herbalife. That's another version of Herbalife. His Herbalife ways. I mean, I'm saying that's him.
Herbalife ways.
I am completely undone.
Yeah, like that's just him. But I don't to say, it's his fault. No, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, I mean,
I don't think he caused that. I don't think he helped it.
I don't. He definitely didn't aid it at all.
No, but I definitely don't think he was the source of it.
Well, see, the reason I'm not saying much about it is because we are the only community that turn on each other in a time of crisis. So, it's just like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Only in the African-American community, we turn on each other in the middle of crisis.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
But
so it's cool.
we don't. It doesn't have to be crisis for us to turn on
That's
each
actually
other.
true. That's
We turn
very
on
true.
each other for an opportunity.
Going all the way back to integration. We don't have
I'm trying to tell
We
you.
don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah, killing people over EBT cards. That's dumb.
Over Jay's.
Yeah. Gabe?
I plead the fifth.
And
He's
on that note,
let me weigh my options here.
we have dealt with a majority of this trending topics of the month of February. If you guys have any other trending topics you would like for us to listen to, check out, submit it.
We've been
Also,
on for 30 minutes.
yeah, girl, we've been rolling.
Stop.
But,
Oh, okay.
oh my gosh, I can't ever do a straight just out.
Oh, we're getting ready to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I don't know how I feel about it.
Fell short, right?
Yeah.
It did.
There's nothing else. I'm not saying we have to
I
extend
mean, we can open up church trending topics. We'll be here for all.
nah. Well, in that case, thanks for I mean,
Talk about 2019.
Oh, God.
Wait, but we started talking about Gail, and yeah, we are, going, but we never finished the whole like Kobe thing, like all the tributes and stuff like that. Like I don't understand. Like
What do you mean?
He was like Kobe Bryant. Okay, Gail King.
Yeah,
I got something to say.
Have they decided where it's going to be though?
The
Because the Staples Center is not
memoriam is
big
going to
enough.
be at Staples.
Okay.
Supposedly there's a battle going on about if it's going to be in a Catholic church or an actual regular Protestant church.
The private one.
Yeah.
So the
wife-
public memorial's in Staples.
Yeah.
That's not big enough.
No, but
No, it isn't.
yeah.
Are they gonna do
But
multiple?
no, the thing is they wanted his wife asked for it to be on the 24th of February because the two numbers aligned for his daughter's number and his number. So that was the opening that they had. And the Clippers gave them permission to, because the Clippers have that day rented for their game, and they gave them permission to use it because she wanted that day. So I don't know if the other dates just didn't line up for other venues or what. But yeah, so that's going to be a long memorial.
That's a Monday.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, it is.
It's a Monday.
because we have 29 days this month. Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
just think it's very, very unfortunate. I took it very hard.
My calendar
I
goes
wasn't
the
as
14th,
surprised.
Oh, mother was in. She was in a vat of tears.
No, I got emotional.
Who?
Patient.
Okay,
You?
first of all,
Oh.
yes. I mean, it was this whole initial shock.
No, look. Here's the thing. I can't understand it because I'm not a sports person. So people getting so emotional over someone's death, I personally can't understand it. Whether or not I'm good with death, who knows? That may be something else.
How would you feel if
But I'm not a
Steven
sports
Spielberg
person.
would have died though? Would it affect you?
No,
I'm just asking.
it wouldn't. Honestly, it wouldn't.
Who
But
would you say like if there was someone
I
to
haven't
lead?
caught a personal, connection
Affinity.
to somebody.
Yeah.
Like I don't idolize anybody.
Uh.
I don't see people that way. But I understand that there are people that do. So that's why I just can't understand. Like people crying over it.
And this is the thing. This is why I had such a hard time processing my emotions.
Empathize is what I'm saying. I don't fully understand
Oh,
it.
because
though.
you know I was about to say something. She finished. I was like, your heart is cold as ice.
You're a
Ice
mean
spot where
one,
my heart used to
Mr.
be.
I hate Christmas
No,
too. You're right.
I was not a Kobe fan. I was not a Kobe fan. I've never been a Lakers fan. Not a Kobe fan. But like I said, he was our Michael Jordan. I don't care if you liked NBA. Everybody knew who Kobe Bryant was.
Right.
And my sister was a Kobe fan. So I still grew up watching him, still grew up watching Lakers games. And it was more for me when he retired that I really started paying attention to Kobe with his philanthropy, what he was doing for the city of LA. And he had all girls because he was known for having girls and not being ashamed to say, I have all daughters. And so for me, it was a shock to even see that he was gone, one. But two, we were sitting in the car and I was like, why does this feel worse than Michael Jackson? Because with Michael Jackson, I cried when Michael Jackson died also. And I was
You didn't
like,
cry when the King Pop died.
No.
I was in church. No, seriously, I was in church, but I was on my phone the entire time because we were trying to figure out what was going on. Like,
yeah.
Michael did check up out of here.
And I was
During the
sitting
sermon.
there, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Michael beat it.
yes, that's what I had the BlackBerry Curve.
Wow.
Woo! Wow, with the little trackball, you can change the colors.
Yeah.
We gotta
See,
do a
I
phone-
still had a little Nokia.
We have to do a phone conversation one day.
Sidekicks. And does anybody remember when you got your first Motorola Razor?
No.
I didn't have a razor.
Okay,
Never
let's
had
take
that
it back.
type of money, brother.
Sprint Nextel.
Where you at? Chirp.
That Nextel? You never had the Nextel?
No, I had the Nextel. You know I had the Nextel. It was my people.
Moving
These
on.
my people.
I
These
really,
my
you know
people.
what? We probably should have took the exit when we had the chance.
I tried to end
I
this.
blame myself for this.
Okay, as long as you do. I tried to end this.
Even after it died, years later, my people were still chirping at each other.
Yes. Y'all definitely were.
Okay, calm down, buddy.
No, y'all definitely were.
I mean, but see, y'all needed it though.
Huh?
Okay, this
I wanna
y'all.
hear
How you gonna
Corey,
clean this
maybe.
up?
What?
Let's hear it, buddy.
I mean,
he's
like
like-
construction,
Oh!
like you know,
Excuse me?
come on, y'all had the black and yellow joint.
Oh, yeah,
that
they
stood
did.
up. Thank you. Stop playing with me. You been saying my people. Like you
Boost
the,
Mobile.
like you the president. I just oh man.
That's when Boost Mobile started kicking.
That's when I was selling them.
You were selling it?
I worked for Boost Mobile when I was 15.
Oh,
I didn't realize till now that was a stereotype.
no, that was illegal.
No, you're allowed to work at 15 if you have a worker's permit.
That's true. Workers
Yeah.
permit.
I didn't have one, but you can.
Is there a statute of limitations?
Should you be saying that on camera?
Wait, no, as long as you had a worker's permit. I ain't have one.
So, yeah, we're going to scratch that from the record.
Nah, we leaving that.
Yeah, like,
Shoot.
yeah, I mean, no.
You going down, Boost Mobile.
Nextel used to get you in trouble, like, but Nextel used to wear me out because you'd call me like, please hold, while the Nextel subscriber you are trying to reach is located. Please, hey, you reach call. Like, if it was going to go to voicemail, just send me the voicemail.
Or when
like,
they had the caller tunes. Instead of the phone ringing, it would be a song.
oh, yeah.
I love my ringtone.
No, I'm going to tell you, you knew you were styling and profiling if you had music playing on your voicemail.
Oh yeah, you hold it up. Oh, they gonna love this. They gonna love this.
You got to pull away. Hey, yo, you reach Corey.
No, the light up antennas.
Oh,
Or the light up keypads on the Nokias.
oh no, or the like voice would be like, hello? Hello? What's up? Now I'm just playing. I'm not here.
Oh, I'd be ready to fight somebody.
Hello, what's up? Hello, you can hear me?
But I
I'm not
just
here right
called
now.
somebody and they still have that
Yeah.
on their
What?
voicemail.
Yeah.
People still do.
You know
that?
how mad I was? I
What
was
kind of
so
spirit
mad.
of infantry is this?
I'm trying to tell you.
I said, why are
I still
you?
don't like when I call Verizon people and that little string thing plays in the background. Dun, 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 whatever that, like, it's Verizon. They have the ringback tone.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I hate that. I'm just like, why do you have this? Give me a song, like something, or just like a regular phone. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's always
Am I in an
distorted.
elevator?
Yeah, it's
always
always
distorted.
distorted. I'm like, who controls the audio for this?
Y'all multi-million-dollar industry. Y'all can't get the playback.
Well, they did lose their guy. He's at Sprint now.
Yo, when
yeah,
I
that's
first saw that Sprint commercial, I was like, he's the GOAT.
Yeah, that was now that was some Kevin Durant stuff.
Yeah.
My man left his Thunders and went to the Warriors for that. When he left
I was like,
Verizon
'cause I
and went to
remember-
Yeah,
Sprint.
wait. And then he was like, can you hear me now?
I said, oh no.
Oh, and you're petty.
He's like, you probably know me from those other commercials. I was like, shots
It's
fired.
the other commercials though. Does anybody in here have like T-Mobile or anything?
I do.
All right,
We're praying for you.
that's my case.
What y'all got? Sprint?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah. It's all right.
Yeah, what's wrong with Sprint? What's wrong with Sprint?
Huh?
What's wrong with Sprint?
The prices y'all paying?
Okay.
We got grandfather
okay.
contracts.
Yeah, we have Forever iPhone. What do y'all have?
I've never had any other
Money?
network.
You said what? You said, what do y'all have money? Well, according to the other episode where you grew up, everybody knew you was poor, even the neighbors. Oh, okay. I was like, did Gabe really just? He was like, yeah, they knew you were poor because he was poor too. Oh,
Everybody was poor.
God. Of course they knew.
I don't know how y'all didn't understand that.
Oh my gosh.
On
all
this
poor
note,
together.
we're heading out of here. If you have not checked out all the previous episodes, head over to YouTube, head over to Spotify, Apple, iTunes, podcasts. You can go now listen to us on Alexa, which is pretty dope. So if you go to your Alexa and you say, hey, Alexa, turn on Motivate Unplugged, it will come on, and you can listen to it there. You can also listen to it on iHeartRadio now. Pretty much anywhere you can get a podcast.
Let's try it. Alexa.
Oh my gosh, there is no Alexa in
Wait,
this
so
room.
how much?
Yeah, I
How
was about to
much?
say we're in the wrong room.
How much is the fact that she turned as if it was going to respond? So how much is the Alexa thing? That's not the same thing as Google Dot, is it?
We're actually on Google Dot now too.
Oh, it's beautiful. Like, how much is the Alexa thing?
The actual Alexa, like the Dot,
Yeah.
like $39 or $40.
Oh, it's a cheap date. It's not bad.
A cheap date.
What?
You can listen to us now on all digital outlets, but we prefer that you guys go check us out on YouTube, go subscribe, motivate, and go follow us.
Are we going to keep this set up for a while?
I think we
I
should.
like it.
We should.
I think we should. I like it. It's a little more intimate. We're
Yeah.
actually, and I don't want to go to sleep because that couch is comfortable.
Yeah, it really is. So, like, next show, can we all get a sign off? That would be great.
Y'all can sign off right now.
Oh.
He needed to practice.
Go ahead, Gabe.
Nah.
Wait.
Y'all go ahead.
Before, that was a great sign off. That was good. Before we do this last sign off, I know I started another war, but this is my last thing.
This show's never gonna
No,
end.
this is the end. This is how we're
I
going
didn't
to
want to
end.
be that person. I was about to say, Corey never said what he was going to say. But
I'm not going to sign off. We're going to just let this be the last sign off. Can you do the Marcus and
Oh, y'all
impersonation?
jerks.
Come on, please. That's how we're going to end every show. Come on. Please.
This is workplace
Please.
harassment.
Please.
Is
Who's HR?
You?
I'm about to report to myself. Hey, you. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah.
Go ahead. Get your laughs and your giggles.
Hold on, I gotta get into character.
Character.
Let me get your hat.
It was the.
I'm only playing.
Let me tell
He
you.
was really gonna give it to me though.
Here we go.
Like, I haven't had a haircut.
Can you lean back? Because last time y'all was real
Would you
enthusiastic.
lean into the mic? So I gotta. Told you, I'm really into. Okay, I quit. Whew. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Marcus.
God, it's so even gays laughing. Oh man,
Go ahead and sign off like you did last time.
did I?
Yeah.
All right. We appreciate y'all. We out of here. Peace.